What were the eligibility requirements for the GI Bill? Have you ever wondered how millions of American veterans transitioned back to civilian life after World War II? One key factor was the Servicemen's Readjustment Act of 1944, commonly known as the GI Bill. This legislation provided a range of benefits aimed at helping veterans reintegrate into society. But what were the eligibility requirements for these benefits? Let's break it down. To qualify for the GI Bill, veterans needed to have served on active duty for at least 90 days during World War II. This meant that anyone who was in the armed forces for 3 months or more during the conflict was eligible. Another important requirement was that veterans must not have been dishonorably discharged. Those with dishonorable discharges were excluded from receiving any GI Bill benefits. The benefits offered by the GI Bill were designed to be inclusive. The law stated that all veterans, regardless of wealth, race, or gender, could access these benefits. However, in practice, racial discrimination limited access for many African American veterans, particularly in the South. Now, let's talk about the education benefits. Eligible veterans could receive funds to cover tuition, books, fees, supplies, and even a living stipend while attending college or vocational training. The bill provided up to $500 for education or training programs, which was a substantial amount at that time. However, veterans could not receive education benefits at the same time as unemployment compensation. They could combine education benefits with home loan guarantees, which was a great option for many. Speaking of home loans, the GI Bill also offered veterans the chance to qualify for government-backed home loans. These loans came with low or zero down payments and favorable interest rates. Veterans could use these loans to purchase homes, build new homes, or improve existing properties. This provision played a significant role in the post-war suburban housing boom. For those who were unemployed, the GI Bill included what was known as the 50-20 Club. Veterans could receive $20 per week for up to 52 weeks while they searched for work. Interestingly, less than 20% of the funds allocated for unemployment benefits were used, as most veterans quickly found jobs or pursued education. The GI Bill was designed to help veterans transition smoothly to civilian life and prevent economic hardship after the war. It did not require means testing, making benefits widely available to all qualifying veterans. Although the law was inclusive in theory, racial segregation and discrimination in housing and education limited access for many African American veterans. The GI Bill expired in its original form in 1956, but it set a precedent for later veterans' benefits programs. From a 1950s nostalgia perspective, the GI Bill is often remembered as a key factor in creating the prosperous post-war middle class. It opened doors to higher education for millions, many of whom were the first in their families to attend college. The home loan provisions helped millions of veterans buy houses, fueling the growth of the suburbs and the iconic American dream of homeownership. The opportunities created by the GI Bill shaped the 1950s as a time of stability, growth, and upward mobility for returning servicemen and their families.